Hello guys and welcome to the video. Today we're going to be covering just two coins that you should be paying attention to and to kind of discuss, well, what we can expect from them in the near future and take a look and see what's been happening in general. So those two are going to be DOT and it's going to be Chainlink as well. So if you haven't already, subscribe, drop a comment below, click the bell icon, help us support the channel and stay up to date with your news, opinion, and analysis. So DOT right now trading around $4.95. I missed those good old days when it was way higher. Well, right now we're looking at a very important moment because we just broke the 200 EMA for DOT. It's been working on it for the past 2 weeks or so to kind of get out of that area, out of that down slump, and actually start to turn to look more in a bull market. Well, we've seen some really good candles pushing in. Actually, it's rather healthy if we're taking into account that we have some retractions coming in, and they're kind of strong, which is really good. You don't want something just one-sided, rather it be strong and up because it really shows volatility and a potential strong reversal. Well, right here you can see that we have a very good market for DOT at the moment. And let's kind of take a look at that. Let me just kind of clear some of this what I just drew, and I'll show you what I mean. So given the fact that we just broke over the 200 EMA for DOT, and of course we're going on the daily time frame, we have a candle with about 15 hours left into this trading cycle. And if we can close, let's say within the next 2 or 3 days, positive, it's a good indicator that we're going to continue upwards. Now, given the fact there's some battling going on with the with this candle, whether it's for buying and selling, we have these moments, which is kind of strange, but not really strange, but it's typical. So what you're seeing is from that resistance from the previous support back in August and again back in July. So July and August are playing those parts because it was kind of in that range a little bit, kind of up, and we teased a little bit with the resistance level, and then we just decided to go ahead and start going down into this unfortunate, this rather unfortunate, well, bear market, right? So either way, though, now we are going up. We're starting to see this, but the next level is going to be around $5.60. The next strong level, once we kind of break past 522 and 510, those are the next two, but I think they're not going to be too very strong. The thing is here is these are strong because of the wicks and how many times they've actually touched, right, and previous resistance. But because of the range, it kind of settles and shows that that's a significant resistance or support area. So once we can kind of push past this, this is why I say if we can get a candle breaking past this point, say around 510 or so, and then break past the 520 mark. The next levels that we should really see is between 551 and 560, and again 565, and then 585 area. That's kind of where we want to see. So we have the potential of going up to these points, but you're going to see that. So if you placed your bets around 530 or so upcoming, it is possible. But definitely keep in mind that a good point of a stop loss would be around 468, and that's being because we have the small resistance coming here. And look, I'm not going all the way back in the time frame, but right here when I said like 460 or so, you're kind of touching on this area right here. So you're gonna come back to that market structure either way, and that's going to build up on that stop loss here, and also the resistance is coming in because we have right here and here as well. So we want to see a good candle closing on that. We'll kind of come back. I will come back and check on this later. I would recommend you too to see how it closes throughout the day and how strong that candle will be, because it's honestly gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. The three soldiers is what they call it, this candle pattern. So you can kind of see this getting stronger and stronger, but it's not enough hours or it's not enough time throughout the day to kind of dictate what this one will be. But I do believe it's going to be rather bullish as well. If we look at for the week, for example, on this one, you can see weekly it's great, but weekly it's also smaller. It got stronger and it's closing, but also the week hasn't finished. So again, the same thing. If this will close off at least the same size or a little bit bigger, even taking into account it's a little bit smaller, it's pretty good because If the week will probably close over the EMA is what I'm expecting, and that's going to give you your signal. And that's what I'm saying. Remember 518 and 520 I was talking about? Now you can see it in a more highlighted view and a little bit more detailed of what your resistance is going to come in at, right? So around 523 or so, kind of giving this window. So it's a good point to pay attention to more so. So right here, I'm just going to leave that little area to kind of pay attention to later on. That's our next area that we're going to start seeing some more resistance coming in. But right now, we still have room for growth. All right, Link's done great, especially when you're looking at the daily. Link's kind of got the same thing going on for it as well. Kind of why I chose Link to follow along with this. We had that range coming in. Let me just mark right here that bit of a range that was happening from October the 20th or so till around November the 5th, so around 15 days, 16 days. We had this coming in, and what we didn't really expect to see too strong was this good pump, two pumps that's actually happened. So they're kind of around the same size. Again, 15 hours in the day, too close to call. It's the same exact story um, along with the previous dot that we were speaking about. We have the resistance level already kind of showed you here where we're going to expect it around 1323 is where we have it. It's trading now much lower, right? So 1289, and I don't know why it's showing me 7.8 here, but it's giving me that. But you can see 12.9 here. So 1332 is kind of that area where we want to break past again. And once we do so, 1360, 1370 will be the area. Let's go ahead and go forward to the week and take a look. Now, weekly, the last several weeks, Chainlink's been killing it, been doing really good. Had a very strong jump. Kind of got smaller and then bigger and then a little bit smaller. And I expect the next week to be the same. I'm hoping if it will stay to that pattern. But we can kind of see where to expect the resistance. You can see right here, back in November of 2020 was where we're kind of hitting this rock here, and of course this bottomed out moment in March as well, where we kind of touch back because it always comes back to those previous structures which we were talking about before. So what we need now, we're well over the 200 EMA, which is great. The next area we're going to see is 1476 as well, right? But I was telling you about 1309, right? 1319. But these are going to be some moments because right here, especially when we speak to around 1470, that's a very strong point giving back because of February and this little stretch of time between July and November. So pay attention to that. If we can talk about where we will fall after, or where's the potential fall, we have the 1161 and a good strong area for 8 bucks, right? And so I'm going to say just to kind of give you an idea, this would be a good moment to pay attention to as we approach this if it does start to go sour and go to the wrong area. Taking a market a whole, Ethereum for the day is 0.1% up, Solana is up by 2.8, HBAR 4.5, Link 3.9%, XRP is 1.3, Ton is up by 5.2%. Honestly, it's a really good day for the market. Even if we go to the week, it's a fantastic week. I mean, Cardano's up by 17.8, WeMix 62, EGLD is up by 38.2, Rune 18.6, Cake 82%. I mean, fantastic coins. TWT 51%, CAS is up by 30%. So everything is up, minus just a few of those, like EX is down by 10.2%, MKR. But even those aren't as strong as the pumps that's been going on weekly. So it's fantastic. Now these are all of them, but if we're talking about the market cap, we still have a very good pump. XRP is up by 20%, Solana is up by 15.1%, right? Link's 13, AVAX is even up by 12.5. So a very, very good time to be in the market right now. And if you entered before then, fantastic work. All right, guys. That's all I have for you today, and I will see you again next time.